explain before I come round to answering the question. If you, well, the people watching this program at home now are tuned on their television set to TVS. In the room around them, also, they're not aware of it, they can't see it, are the frequencies of BBC One, BBC Two, Channel 4, satellite television, radios 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, all the telecommunications equipment, etc., etc. They can't see them, but they are there. And neither can any of those other frequencies see or be aware of all the others. But if you tune your set to the frequency you want, in this program's case TBS, that's what you get. And what we are...
believe in a quantum theory of time. But you know that if you have a radio in your living room and it's you have all frequencies in your living room, BBC, Radio Moscow, ABC, but your radio is tuned to one frequency. You're decoherent from all the other frequencies. You're only coherent with one frequency.
Right.
We now believe that the universe is vibrating and that there are vibrations of different universes right in this room. There are the universes of dinosaurs, because the comet didn't hit 65 million years ago. They're the wave function of aliens from outer space, looking at the rubble of an Earth that already was destroyed, all in your living room, except we have decohered from them. We're no longer in tune with them. We don't vibrate with them. Therefore, our universe is tuned to one frequency, our universe. But it means that probably there are other parallel universes in your living room, and believe it or not, this is called modern physics. Now, we don't like to tell chemistry students and first-year students the idea of parallel worlds, because it would upset them. You know, they might go crying, you know, crying to their mother. But hey, get used to it. This is the modern interpretation of the quantum theory, that many worlds represents reality.
That we're given in food and drink, which distorts, as you quite rightly say, the vibrational field of the body. And what we are, we're receiver transmitters of information. And this reality is basically what I call it the holographic internet. We are receiving information and we are decoding it into this reality. We're like computers in a Wi-Fi internet situation. The matrix, the reality we're decoding.
This is a problem to us as thinking individuals, is that the speed of involution toward concrescence is now so great that we can feel the tug of it within the confines of our own lives. There has been more change since 1960 than in the previous several thousand years. There has been more change since 1992 than in the previous 1,000 years. Change is accelerating. Invention, connection, adumbration of ideas, mathematical algorithms, connectivity of people, social systems. This is all accelerating furiously and under the control of no one. Not the Catholic Church, the Communist Party, the IMF, no one is in charge of this process. This is what makes history so interesting. It's a runaway freight train on a dark and stormy night.
I vibe with that myself. It's been really rough, you know. I've had some moments when we had those massive coronal, you know, CMEs. Personally, I didn't know it was happening, and I was actually out in it driving around, and I had this crazy reaction, and I didn't understand what was going on at all. And so I came home, found out there'd been like 3 CMEs set off. One was massive, and you know, I'm really wondering what is to come for us that feel things like that. You know, what's the future what's the future bring?
Absolutely. You know, Max, I was talking to a friend of mine from high school today who is not into any of this research. He told me that he's focusing on being a good worker ant. So that gives you his mentality. But even he told me that he's feeling manic. He's feeling polarized. His emotions are polarized, up and down, left and right. So what can we do to brace ourselves for this?
Well, just be aware that it's happening. Just be aware that it's happening, and the shift that everybody's been waiting for is actually it's in progress now. It's actually already started, and
in it, he summarizes yours and your brother's work on the time waves, and he in fact charts out history into 3 major sections: the 67-year section, which will comprise the bulk of my life, in which I believe during the last 6-day session there will be more novelty than has existed on the planet since ever.
I mean, this is what we've all been waiting for. This is a very, very important time, and what it's all about is the energy that you're in through this period, through this transitionary period. You can't be in a negative energy.
This whole idea of the age of revelation or awakening, a kind of apocalypse, a kind of critical mass, in which there is perhaps a splitting of the ways. People who are not happy and have no interest in facing their own emotions, they start slipping, sliding, going down. And those individuals who are capable of doing that, another road opens up for them. Was this what the Maya were talking about?
I'm doing this as well because I want people to understand that they're free. There's nothing to fear. There's absolutely nothing to fear about anything that's coming, about anything that's happened. It doesn't matter what we've done. What matters is what we do from this point. And it's very important that people feel the oneness and see the oneness that exists there. Look at other people in Lakesh. I'm another yourself. We are all each other. Treat other people as yourselves. Be positive. Be happy. The system is falling down. We've got this incredible stock market thing going on at the moment. All the currencies are just out of control. The US debt is just unbelievable. And, we're never going to get out of this. So it's all going to crumble and fall down. I think it's great that it's going to. I think it's a huge opportunity for people to realise that money is fictional anyway. It's just a means of enslavement. It's a means of keeping people in shortage, keeping people from ever connecting with each other. And we can cast all of that aside. We can choose to connect with each other now. And we can embrace the change that's coming, because it's really, really needed. We can't go on the way we are. So, you've got to expect this, and we've all been expecting something. So just approach it in the right way.
As we, drive down this road towards the realms of the unreal, we must remember not to take it personally, that the heart is where we find our peace, and we can live from the heart and be kind to others and see that we are all one. See that the love that exists in the moment, it proliferates through all moments. That to find love in the moment is the key, and to know the self. And that is how we will make it through, crazy earth changes and crazy things happening. Humankind is being led along an evolving course. Through this migration of intelligences and thoughts, we seem to be sleeping. Yet there is an inner wakefulness that directs the dream, and we will eventually be startled back to the truth of who we are.